How's it going, guys? So I really wanted to talk about Days Gone. There's a bit of a concern going on for it as well. It's a similar case that has been happening with every other Ubisoft game, and it seems like for the Rage 2 as well. If you want some kind of confirmation and to find out more about Days Gone and where am I getting this particular confirmation, because obviously I had not had any hands-on experience, I have not seen it in my hands just to experience it, right? But somebody else that has had a go at it commented himself on his own video. His name is Robin Gaming, and he mentions about the Days Gone that he's not particularly looking forward to it. He's not saying it's a bad game, obviously not, but he mentions like pretty much if you like Ubisoft game, you will like this. And if you do not like any of those Ubisoft games, well, you definitely will not like this.
I'm usually impressed with almost every single Sony game that comes out because they make amazing stuff. It's sort of like the problem they've created by themselves, which is not a problem in the slightest, but they've put the bar so high. And like Sony is the company out there right now that's making the games that actually make me excited about games right now, because I look at the Activisions and the Ubisofts and the EAs, they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I've sort of lost interest in all those games that they've been coming out with over the last couple of years. And Days Gone kind of like just fits that certain mold, right? And that's, I guess, my biggest problem with it. But
oh god, yes, that's already main concern. He mentions that one of the biggest problems in Days Gone, if basically the map is so giant, it's so big, let's say that, right? And there's so many things that you need to go there. You need to go point A to B, point B to C, point C to D, and so on, right? By that way, you do the quests, these A, B, C, Ds, they are your quests. For example, while you trying to get to that area or the location, well, you have to do, let's say, a question mark. Finish that question mark. Open up the zone. Kill those freakers. Do something, right? Take the settlement or something, right? That's the problem. It's already being reintroduced again and again and again in a Ubisoft game, but now it seems like Days Gone is going to be no different. A lot of people are already making speculations, and that everybody who has mentioned regarding Days Gone with the hands-on impressions, everyone's already said it. Pretty much, this is not a Game of the Year contender, and it's one of the weaker sides of the PlayStation exclusives. Actually, to be honest, at least it's definitely still better than those Xbox exclusives. So far, no Xbox so far has made into the category of being at least a Game of the Year contender. I'm sure that they have opportunities on other categories, but whatever. I think I'm gonna definitely trigger someone. Actually, the whole video is gonna trigger someone. So yeah, that's a big concern. I definitely did not want to see this. I wanted for them to go more robust. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that the studio, well, actually that's the truth. The bed studio, I want to be more specific. They are not familiar of making like a joint AAA titled games. Their very, very recent game was on a PSVR, PS Vita, and that was for the Uncharted game, The Golden Abyss, I believe it was the name. And so they helped that to make that game, they did it, and so what's next? Making a giant game like Days Gone? Obviously there's gonna be some kind of limitations to some of the stuff that they can make and develop, and especially on the time-wise. Even though their game, Days Gone, has been delayed till April 26th, the end of April anyway. And so obviously they will have all the time they need to improvise, to make it something very, very different. Now, I can't exactly say there's just not going to be some kind of interesting factors in this game. No, God, no. I'm sure that this is going to be an interesting game and it's going to be a lot of fun to play, but I just really hope it's going to have an excellent or at least a robust single-player experience as a story-wise. This is a single-player game. I do expect it to be having at least up to subpar, let's say. That's the minimum I will put into the category, right? I want it to be at least a very good story. Not just okay, it's just there for representation that this game exists. No, don't do that. Try to make it memorable, that people will love you, and so they will want more from you, and they will be much, much, much more confident of actually giving you money for your next game, or maybe some kind of DLC, whatever, right? For your next future projects. You're just gonna increase your reputation, more people are gonna be a fan of you. And as a studio wise, like as if they don't know this, I'm sure they already know about this situation, they already know. Like other studio out there has completely ruined their own reputation. You see how easy that is to ruin your reputation just to, fuck up one game. Bethesda, come on, what was that? Nobody is really looking forward to Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 because of thanks to Fallout 76. No, I'm not saying that nobody is gonna look forward to it. No, I'm not saying that. God, no. I'm sure that a lot of people are looking forward to those games. They're expecting great things out of those two games, especially those two games. And so am I. I really want to see Starfield, and so goes for the Elder Scrolls 6 to do excellent. But now, we are talking about Days Gone because that's, the game is right around the corner and it's about to be, less than a month, like 2-3 weeks or something to go for it until it will be launched? Well, that depends, of course, when you're watching this video and when I'm uploading it. But anyway, it's just a very, very big concern, and it's just coming in out of nowhere, and I'm just like, oh my god, shit. Anyway, I don't know. I understand this might trigger a lot of people. I completely understand this. I'm definitely looking forward to this game as well. Benefit of the doubt I'm still gonna have, and hopefully it's going to be good. I'm skeptical, but I'm optimistic skeptical, if that makes any sense. Cautious, that's it, more cautious. Anyway, well, thank you so much for watching. Tell me down in the comments, are you pissed off about me, that maybe you did not like to hear what I had to say about this Days Gone thing? And seriously guys, I really do hope you can understand where I'm trying to come across. And just try to not get into a hype level, and just don't expect the greatest out of these games that you don't really know about. Well, the trailer and the gameplay, I don't mean that. I mean especially with the reputation from the developers. I'm talking about Ben Studios, the perfect example. Even though Bethesda, they are already, they already know how to go about their games, how to get their reputation back up because of the Starfield and also the Elder Scrolls 6. So, you already would want them to do well because you want to have an excellent time with those other games. Anyway, so goes similarly, I guess, for the Ben Studio, the Days Gone. Everybody wants it to do well, and so am I. But I am still a little bit, just a bit at least, skeptical about it. But still, I'm looking forward to it, nevertheless, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.